Hi all, I'm Sharik and I wish all the very best for Naksha 22.
Thank you, a fourth-year engineering student from Kerala. I'm giving all the best to the team Naksha 2020.
Shibu, senior artist, and all the very best for Naksha 2021.
Hi all, I'm Sharik and I wish all the very best for Naksha 22.
Thank you, a fourth-year engineering student from Kerala. I'm giving all the best to the team Naksha 2020.
Shibu, senior artist, and all the very best for Naksha 2021.
Hi all, I'm Sharik and I wish all the very best for Naksha 22.
Thank you, a fourth-year engineering student from Kerala. I'm giving all the best to the team Naksha 2020.
Shibu, senior artist, and all the very best for Naksha 2021.
Hi all, I'm Sharik and I wish all the very best for Naksha 22.
Thank you, a fourth-year engineering student from Kerala. I'm giving all the best to the team Naksha 2020.
Shibu, senior artist, and all the very best for Naksha 2021.
Hi all, I'm Sharik and I wish all the very best for Naksha 22.
Thank you, a fourth-year engineering student from Kerala. I'm giving all the best to the team Naksha 2020.
Shibu, senior artist, and all the very best for Naksha 2021.
Hi all, I'm Sharik and I wish all the very best for Naksha 22.
Thank you, a fourth-year engineering student from Kerala. I'm giving all the best to the team Naksha 2020.
Shibu, senior artist, and all the very best for Naksha 2021.
Hi all, I'm Sharik and I wish all the very best for Naksha 22.
Thank you, a fourth-year engineering student from Kerala. I'm giving all the best to the team Naksha 2020.
Shibu, senior artist, and all the very best for Naksha 2021.
Hello and good evening, everyone. Let's begin with Laksha.
उठे समाज के लिए उठे उठे जय देश व राष्ट्र के लिए गांव और शहर की दूरियों को काटते चले। ज्ञान को प्रचार दे प्रसार दे, ज्ञान को प्रचार दे प्रसार दे, स्वयं सजीव सुंदरा सवार दे, स्वयं सजीव सुंदरा सवार दे। समर्थवान वृद्ध और नारियां रहे सदा, बड़े बड़े वनों की शान ओढ़ती रहे धरा। तरक्कियों की एक नई कतार दे, तरक्कियों की एक नई कतार दे, स्वयं सजीव सुंदरा सवार दे, स्वयं सजीव सुंदरा सवार दे। ये जाति धर्म बोलियां बने न शूल राह की, बढ़ाए बेल प्रेम की अखंडता की चाह की। सद्भावना से ये चमन निखार दे, सद्भावना से ये चमन निखार दे, स्वयं सजीव सुंदरा सवार दे, स्वयं सजीव सुंदरा सवार दे। उठे समाज के लिए उठे उठे, जगे स्वराष्ट्र के लिए जगे जगे, स्वयं सजीव सुंदरा सवार दे, 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 स्वयं सजीव सुंदरा सवार दे।
Greetings to one and all who have joined us here on day 2 of Naksha 2021 National Level Mapathon organized by APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University's NSSL. I am Neena Xavier, NSS volunteer from Government Engineering College, Wayanad. The main outcome of our program is to understand OpenStreetMap and create a free editable map with data that all can access. Before we get started, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all of you who have joined us here. I cordially welcome you all. Our speaker for today is Ms. Soumya Naini. She is, of course, an elegant woman. She is the team lead of GIS professional and expert mapper and also OSM India community member. When we approached her about this program, she was so excited and was really enthusiastic towards the session and the program. We would love to hear from you, ma'am. I wholeheartedly welcome you to this session. So before starting the session, we'll have some guidelines. Please keep your mic and videos off to avoid any kind of distraction. We'll have a live Q&A session at the end of the webinar. And if you have any doubts, save it to the end and pop them up in the chat box or utilize your mic. Ma'am, I welcome you to handle the session, please.
Thank you, Nina. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I'm Soumya Naini and also Nina. And I'm also a volunteer, and I'm so glad to train you on the beautiful tool and wonderful tool of OSM, which is ID Editor. So I'll be sharing my screen for you all. I hope you can able to see my screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm glad to train you all on a wonderful tool, and it is a user-friendly tool in the OSM platform, which is ID Editor. And let's get started and learn about ID Editor and make some arts of maps on OpenStreetMap. So we'll be covering this. Like yesterday, the Arc Arjun has given a picture of what is map and how is maps useful and what is OpenStreetMap. So you might enjoyed and you had a knowledge of what is GIS and maps in current world. And let's see. And I want to give a light picture of what is a map. And a map is a symbolic representation of information of a real world in a smaller scale. So we have lots of web maps which is providing and we are using in our applications and our web browsers, and which is helping us in our daily lives. So this will helps for navigating from one place to another place, or to locate any of the facilities, or it may help you to figure out where you are exactly standing on. So, what is exactly OpenStreetMap? So, yesterday we have learned the beautiful beauty of the OpenStreetMap and understood it is an open project which is created for free editable maps in the GIS world. So, on the screen, you can see the person, Steve Koch. He's the founder of OpenStreetMap in 2004. So, to visit OpenStreetMap, you need to go to the osm.org and you have to create an account to edit the maps. So this is a website where you can see the OpenStreetMap and the contribution as of now, which is done. I hope you all visited your native places yesterday and explored something about OpenStreetMap. Let's see who can contribute to OSM. Do we have any restrictions, or do we have any stopping to contribute to OSM? No. So anyone can add data to OSM. You should have an account, that's it. So people with open local knowledge can add the data to OSM. Like you can map your local village and you can add the POS at your location, or it can be community driven. You using the GS profession also can add the data to OSM, or any humanitarian disaster mapping people can also add the data to OSM. And there are some team who is supporting the data, legal team who is checking all the edits, watching the edits, and it is community driven. So how to contribute data to OSM? So as we said yesterday, you might all created an account for OpenStreetMap. If not, I request everyone visit www.openstreetmap.org and click on sign up, where you can go to the page where you can see a sign up box. You need to give a basic information like your email ID and a display name and your own password. This will help us to add the data to OSM. So whatever the data you're adding to OSM, that should be truthful, legal, and relevant to the ground truth. That is mandatory. So what are the tools we have where you can add the data to OSM server? We have different type of tools where you can add the data to OSM server. We have mobile applications, we have desktop application, also we have web application. Today we will be exploring about ID Editor, which is a free editable tool, which is a web-based tool where it's not required to add any software into your systems. So it is more fun for the people who are just jump into OSM, and it is very much user-friendly where you can add the data to OpenStreetMap. So if you want to add the data to OSM, you should have a basic knowledge of GIS. So what kind of data you want to add to OSM? First, you have to decide yourself with your local knowledge or with the help of the street level imageries or satellite imagery, anything. You should have a proper source to add the data to OSM. So if you want to add any shops, trees, or momentum, that you should have the local knowledge, then only you can add the point features. And if you can able to trace the trees from the satellite imagery, you can use the points. If you want to add a coffee shop at your place, you need to use a point or the area feature based on the feature you want to add to OSM. If you want to add any river, roads, or any tracks near your area, so you need to use the feature called lines. And area, when we need to use area, means like if you want to add the close feature like lakes, buildings, or any land uses, any residential area near your place, or from the aerial imagery, you can use the area feature. So I'll be explaining in more detail how to add these points, lines, and areas in details in the further slides. But it's just a glance when the complete OSM will run with these three plus relations. That is the secondary. You will be learning in the JOSM session. But here, points, line, and area are the three basic tools where we will be adding. We should know what the OSM feature runs. See, this is a point feature which will be represent on the ground. On the screen, you can see there are trees which is mapped as a point. There are some coffee shops, ice cream parlors. There are some points where we have represent as a point feature. So if you want to add any churches, temples, post office at your place, please go ahead and click on point and add the information and give the amenities tag. Whatever the feature is representing, you have to tag that. Then the icon will be displayed on the output of the quarter layer. Line feature. So line feature are basically which is linear, and it is to represent a line where it can be a waterway, it may be a railway, or it may be a highway. So any feature which is linear in the ground can be represented as a line feature. So generally you will find a good number of line feature as a roadways in the OpenStreetMap data. So it should have only the source called the satellite imagery, which is freely available in any of the editors. You can trace the good number of roads in this session. Like if you want to trace the area feature, you can add the buildings or the roads at your places. What is the area feature? The area is defining, the name itself defining it is should be a closed structure. It should be covered the area. It may be a complete community, a land use feature, or it may be a building, or it may be a closed pond, man-made pond, or it may be a parking lots, or it may be a park. Anything can be a linear closed feature is a area feature. So this is a basic how we can add the data to OSM. But now we'll see in detail what is an ID editor called as. So ID editor is a web-based tool which is used for editing the OSM OpenStreetMap data. So if you want to edit it, we should have an OSM account. For that, you need to visit and create an account. Please log in with the account and try to zoom into the location where you can see an edit option will be enabled. See, when you zoom into the location, you can able to see this will be enabling like this. You can click on edit. Then it will directly jump into the editing feature. This is a view. You cannot edit the map. This is a carto view of OpenStreetMap. You cannot make any edit in a zoom out level. When you zoom into the location, or you can search to your, for example, if you're staying in Kerala, you can give your city name or the town name so that it will take to the location. Then little zoom into the location and click on edit so that it will jump into the ID editor. So after that, you can able to see a panel which is something like this. I have for you each case, I have divided the ID editor into 4 parts. One is on the left. On the left side, you can see a editing feature panel where you can define the features, or you can upload the data to OSM. Whatever the editing panel tagging, everything will be taken care on the left side portion. On the top, you can find the whatever we discussed like point, line, and area features. So you can choose the tool directly, and we have also having the shortcut for the individual features. If you want to add a point, you can directly click on 1. If you want to add a line, you can click on 2. If you want to add an area, you can click on 3. These are the shortcuts for the ID editor adding these points. If for example, if I want to add a building on this rooftop, you can see the aerial image from the satellite image. You can see the building here. If I want to add a building, first I need to choose a basic editing tool, which is area. Then I need to trace the building according to the rooftop. And then I need to tag the building. You just drawn the feature, but you have not defined what is the feature type. It may be a pond, it may be a closed parking lot, it may be park, anything. So you need to define that it is a building. So you need to define that you are trying to add in a building. So on the left side, you can find some editing predefined tags. You can select the red color one, which is called building equal to yes, so that it will represent as a building. On the right side, you can see an information map panel where you can change the background of the imagery. Like you can see the GPS traces, street level imagery. You can see some notes of some maps or whatever. Like you can explore the things, and there is an icon called location finder. You can click on this; it will directly take to your current location. So this also helps to find to add the local knowledge data to the OpenStreetMap. On the down, you can see an information panel where you have some information regarding the age of the way ID. If you select any of the feature, it will show the history, who added and when it has been added, and everything information will be there, like what is the age of the imagery you can find here. So going into the details for the third panel, which is you have some features called background layer, map data, and every validation, all these things. So you can, if you want to select the check the data layers of the OpenStreetMap, you can click on the map data, where you can on and off the OpenStreetMap data, which is editable if you want to identify any feature on the ground. So you can just on off the data, OpenStreetMap data here in the map data layer, and please explore all these points. Like you can use the filters also if you're only working on the building. If you want to disable boundaries and power lines which we should not affect in the OpenStreetMap, you can off those features and try to add the data to OSM. So this helps. It will not disturb the existing data. It can just, you can add the whatever the feature you want to add. It will not affect the existing data. So in the background, you can see the imagery. You can choose the best choosable imagery, like Max's standard. We have history, Bing. There are many types of imagery in OpenStreetMap. So you can choose any best imagery. Always work like compare the imageries and work on the latest imagery to make sure the data is live according to the ground truth. So you can choose Max's standard currently and try to map some buildings today, so that it you will have some fun and see the tomorrow you can see like output of your data, and it will be very much exciting. So as we discussed, these are the tools: points, line, and area. So how to add a point? First click on a point, then add a point here and select the, like you will be adding the predefined tags in here, so that you can select what you're trying to add. If you want to add a temple, so you can click on place of worship, and you can add the religion equal to Hindu, and you can explore more things about the points in future slides. So if you want to add an hospital, you can directly select from the drop downs, whichever you can see on the left side of the ID editor panel. Then after that, you have to click on save, where you can, if you don't save the changes, it will not reflect to the OpenStreetMap. Whenever you're saving the data, you have to be ensure, like you need to mention a clear change set comments where it will define your edits. For example, if you're adding any hospital, you can say you have added so and so hospital at my location or whatever. What is the source you're having, in what basis you are adding the data, so that it will help the other users to identify the hospital or the edits. Coming to the line feature, it is also same. For the line feature also, you need to click on the shortcut 2 or directly select on the line on the tool, so that this mode will be, line feature will be enabled, so that you can directly click on the nodes on the left. You should use the left hand click and trace the road accordingly. It may be a waterways, it may be anything, whichever the linear feature you want to add, you can just click on it. If you double click, it will and the line feature, and it is ready to add the type of the linear feature. It may be, as you can see, like it is a waterway, it may be a barrier wall, or it may be a power line, it may be a road feature. Anything if you want to add, you can add based on the drop downs. You can also use space to add the nodes. For example, if I'm starting from here, I can use space for adding the additional nodes to follow the linear feature. So the space is the best option to give a proper geometry in ID editor. How to draw an area polygon? So for this, adding the area polygon, the shortcut is 3, right? So click on 3, and or you can directly select on the panel where area is available and trace the feature accordingly and try to close the area feature. Always area feature should be closed, and then only we can tag based on the drop downs. It may be land use, water feature, anything. If you want to trace any building, what is the tag? Building equal to S is the default tag. If you want to trace any apartment, building equal to apartment is the tags. You can explore this the tagging schema in OISM in oismwiki.com, so that you can directly type whatever. If you want to add some college at your place, you can directly search for the college and you will find what is the tagging we use for the colleges. So you can use those tags and add, build your local knowledge or the local area with your with your knowledge. So after adding everything, you have to save the data. Before, without saving, we cannot see the changes in OpenStreetMap. So, for example, I have added a park here. So what I have changes? I have added a park at my location. If required, if I know the name of the park, you can add the name tag also. So based on your local knowledge or based on the imagery, whatever the source you have to mention that and upload the data to OpenStreetMap. But today you have a specific chain set command, which is you need to mention hashtag Naksha to 2021 in your chain set command. So for example, if you are planning to add a road, added the road hash Naksha 2021 is the chain set you can use. You can use added the highway or modify the building or square the building with the Naksha 2021 as a hashtag. That is mandatory. So let's see some one video where it is showing us a detailed picture how to add a building in OpenStreetMap. So please watch, and we will be having some fun after this session. We'll be adding some buildings to the OpenStreetMap, and we can see the who will be standing top. So we have got an idea how to draw building in ID editor. So it will be more fun after drawing. If you see the changes, it will be more pleasure to see our changes live on OpenStreetMap. So why ID editor is good for? So ID editor is good for simple edits like us, like we are the basic editor, we are new to OpenStreetMap. Then ID editor is the best tool for adding the data to OpenStreetMap. And for using ideator, we need to have a good internet and to have a good loading imagery and save the edits to OpenStreetMap. It doesn't require any of the software to install. It is just a web-based tool where you can directly click on the link and try to make some edits to OpenStreetMap. And if you're not sure of the tagging schema, it will give you a drop down on the left side so that it helps us to create the proper data of OpenStreetMap based on your knowledge. So these are some shortcut keys for ID editor where you can use for the drawing or map the data to OpenStreetMap. As we told, point, line, and area has 1, 2, 3 as the shortcuts. If you want to add any point on the ID editor, space is the best option. If we want to continue any of the line, you can use A. And these are the best. I will be sharing this document on the group so that you can go with the shortcuts and try to add some data to OpenStreetMap. So we have some fun for today. Like we have created some map roulette challenges for you where you can add the missing building across India and contribute for the Naksha 2021. And let's see how we can do that. We need to visit to www.maproulette.org where you can see a page something like this. Click on sign in and it will take us to the OpenStreetMap webpage. Here it's not mandatory to register again because you might already have an account, OpenStreet account. You can directly give your OpenStreet account to log into the MapRoulette. When you try to log in with the existing one, it will ask for the grant access. Click on the grant access. Then you can see you will be login on the right side corner, and then you can start on clicking by get started. So this is a page where you can see the type of project created for us. So for today, you can search for the name called Naksha. So you will be finding some of the projects for us where you can try to contribute the data to OpenStreetMap for the missing buildings. So click on Map Roulette, log into with your OpenStreet account. Then you can search for the Naksha for today. In future, if you want to explore more in Open Map Roulette, you can search by the country. You can search by the difficulty like easy, expert, or medium, or you can search by the location or building or linear features, whatever your expert pro on. You can search based on that and take the challenges whenever you have free time. So when you click on this project like add missing buildings, it will show this page and you can scroll down and you will find a button called start button. Click on start where you can get started with adding the missing building to OpenStreetMap. So, but don't forget to read the instructions. So you have an instruction page on when you click on the map, when you try to start the challenges, you have an instruction. So for every task or every project, you have to read the instructions. So if you are very confident about what is the user want us to do, you can go ahead and take the challenge. Make sure some of the projects we should have the local knowledge. You can avoid taking them, but if there are some missing buildings or fixing the data into OpenStreetMap, you can choose those building. If you're sure about the instruction, you can start working, and instruction will be common for the complete project. So after reading the instruction, choose the editor, choose the background as Max's standard when it is not available. Sometimes it will show us some other layers like black and white layer or any OpenStreetMap standard layers where you cannot able to see the imagery. So first fix that, and by selecting the background as a Max's standard imagery, then choose your editor which you are good at, like ID editor. In future you can use the JAWSM or RAP ID, whatever you are comfortable about. You can choose the imagery so that it will help us to go to the exact location at the chosen editor. For today, everyone will be using ID editor. So click on ID editor, then it will be selected. Only once if you select, it will be saved for the next task. Click on edit. When you click on edit, it will take us to the same location in the ID editor and trace the building which is shown on the map roulette. And after that, please save the changes to OpenStreetMap, and it will be giving default change set comment. Please keep as it is, as we have told, like today we need to use hashtag Naksha 2021 in our change set so that it helps us to see your edits. So when you upload the data to OSM, you can come back to the map roulette and click on I fixed it, and it will give us the next task. So if you want to, if any of the building is already traced, you can also choose the already fixed option, and you can submit the data to OpenStreetMap. It's a map roulette. So I just want to explore on live of map roulette. So this is the page. When we click on the map roulette, we can find the features based on the difficulty, sort by the date, like which is created new, or based on the old project created. And if you're good at buildings and roads or anything, you can choose that. So for today, we are working on buildings, and you can choose the expertise also, if any easy, medium, and normal, or directly you can go with the typing the data. Like if you want to work on Indian, I'll choose anything. So you can see we have a different project created for India. You can choose any one of it. If some should have local knowledge, and for today you can search for Naksha. So just a minute. So when you click on the project, you can able to see this page where you can start working on it. When you click on the start button, you will find some instructions where we need to go with. So here the project and the task is asking to add this building using ID editor. So I'm changing my background. So only once, if you change it once, it will be saved for the next future task as well. So I can choose my best choosable editor. So I'm choosing ID editor and click on edit. So it is asking me to draw this building. So this is a building. I will zoom to the location, and I am choosing the area button. So I have added the closed feature, and the tag is building equal to yes. If I'm unable to get the drop down, you can directly select from the feature, or you can directly give the tag called building equal to yes. If you want to see the feature type, you can select from the drop down. But if you know the tagging already, you can directly go and give the, for example, if it is a school school at your region. So I'll be giving like a school. And for checking this, you need to go to the OSM wiki and search what is the tagging for a school. But here, this is not, I don't have any local knowledge of this area. This is a building from the satellite imagery. So the tag should be building equal to yes. Okay. So I need to make the square for the shortcut is Q. You can see the changes. So we should have the sharp angles will be gone when you click on Q. See. So after that, I'll upload the data. So you can see a default change set comment will be coming like added missing buildings. And this is a hashtag we need to use for the day. If you are adding a manual data also, you need to don't forget to use hashtag Naksha 2021 for any of the edits you perform for the mapping party. Then you can directly click on upload. So after uploading, this will directly go to the OSM server. Then after you save the uploading the data to OSM, you go here and click on I fixed it. You can choose any of the feature. You can choose the random or nearby location, or based on your comfort, you can choose any of the tasks. I'm submitting. If you want to add any comments, you can directly add your comment. Add the building. It's not mandatory, but you can skip that one for this session. So the next one also same, like you can see now the imagery automatically it came, and the ID editor is also automatically it came to my portal. So I just need to click on edit where I can perform the changes and directly upload to OSM. So you need to verify which is a building it is asking us to trace. So you need to zoom in. So if this roads data is disturbing you, you can go to the right hand panel where you have some features where you can off the OSM data like this to identify this building. Okay. And the shortcut for this is Alt W, where you can switch on and off the OSM data so that you can trace for the building. This is a building you will be adding and say, adding to OSM. What suppose if there is already a building, then you can click on I fixed, already fixed. Okay. So you have option to cancel the edit also. Like if you did not find the thing, you can skip the task. If you want to add it, you can directly click I fixed it. And if you did not find, you can use the too hard can't see option. Something that we have some option, you can use this for this particular project. If you want to see your statistics in MapRoulette, you can click on when you click on the task, you can see a leaderboard here. Click on the leaderboard, so you can see your name and your points. I just fixed one building, so I can see the points. So today you can have some fun with this tool and add some data to OpenStreetMap. I hope you will be enjoying working on OpenStreetMap and also adding some buildings data to open source. If you have a local knowledge of your area, you can go with adding the try with line feature. If you want to add the line, just click on the line and use the space button to add the extra node. Yeah. So double click the data to end the road. So if you don't know the tagging, you can click on this to select the what kind of road it is. You can choose a residential road, and you can always try to connect the road to the main highway. Do not create the floating highways. If you are very sure about the connection, you can directly draw the road from here like this, something like this. Same like point. If you want to add any point feature, you can click add the node, and you can select from the listed. You can type also. If I would like to add any university, I can select for the university from the search bar also. So you can follow us, if you have any doubts on working with id editor, you are free for questions. And also we can support you on telegram and facebook, twitter, and youtube, and you can see the OSM India channel on. We can connect from all these forums. So please join the OSM India group so that you can learn more about and contribute more to the open street map India. So you can post questions on chat, or you can ask questions on call as well.
It is the time for Q&A session. Please leave your doubts in the chat box or directly use your mic.
So I have copied the MapRoller link in the group chat. You can explore the challenge, and if you haven't created the account, please create an account by using the following link. I'll be sharing just a minute. So the second link help us to create the OSM account. So please create an account for yourself. Then you can explore the ID editor. Then you can go with the map roulette challenges. So do you have any queries? So anyone would like to make your first edit in OpenStreetMap on live, or you already made? So anyone, Sri Lakshmi, Suresh, I can see your name on the screen. So what is your experience working, knowing about OpenStreetMap, and did you perform any edits to OpenStreetMap? So on this, like we can conclude there are no questions from your end. So we'll be sharing your leadership boards on the group Naksha 2021 Telegram group, so that you can enjoy seeing your name on leaderboard, and have some fun with the map roulette challenges and contribute some data using ID editor. Yeah, we have a query on the chat, like using of hashtag. So hashtag 2021 is mandatory for today. If you're using the map roulette, you can retain hash map roulette for the map roulette task. But if you're adding any data using your local knowledge or developing your neighborhood, hash map roulette is not mandatory.
If no one has any queries, any doubts, then we can move on. Anyone? Okay, we have come to the end of this edifying session, so I would like to invite Chandana Ranjit, NSS volunteer from Government Engineering College, to present vote of thanks.
Good evening to one and all. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Are you audible?
Yes, Chandana.
Yes,
Yes.
okay, fine. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the word of thanks for this event to all the dignitaries who have joined us here on day 2 of Naksha 2021 National Level Mapathon organized by APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University's NSSL. Firstly, I would like to thank Soumya Nayani ma'am for this wonderful and informative webinar session. Next, I would like to thank all the program officers of the NSS units of LBS College of Engineering Kasargod, Government Engineering College Wayanad, and CEM Punapra. I also extend my thanks to all the coordinators of Team Naksha 2021 and to all the members who participated today in this session. Once again, I thanks one and all present here. Thank you.
Thank you, Chandana.
Thank you, Chandana.
Some guidelines for mapping, that is, please use hashtag Naksha 2021 and try not to delete anything that is already worked up, and don't modify already done works, and please concentrate on the quality, not the quantity of your work. So we have shared the feedback form in the chat box. Please try to fill it. For already registered uh, students, please use the edit your response option to fill the form. So let's wind up the program with the cultural activity. We have our NSS volunteer Anjana Manoj to present a song for all of you. Please enjoy.
नजरों से ना वो कहना
Thank you, Antana. That was a good performance. I think all of you have enjoyed the performance. So, thank you all. Thank you for being here. See you next day. Bye.